Hello and welcome to Egypt again. This time I'm here to film a flight review. Today I'll be flying with Qatar Airways from Cairo to Doha. The flight is scheduled to have Qsuites. However, Qatar is famous for its last-minute aircraft swaps. So let's hope for the best, and I'm heading to the airport now. This is my third time coming to Egypt. While I find the constant harassment from the police, street vendors, taxi drivers and others unpleasant, I do enjoy standing in front of the pyramids, admiring their magnificence, and watching the sunset over Cairo and Giza City from my hotel balcony. Since 2020, Cairo International Airport has overtaken OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg and become the busiest airport in Africa. There are direct buses between the city and the airport, but I find that using Uber is the safest and most hassle-free way, especially with a suitcase. I left my hotel during non-rush hour, and the 20-kilometer journey took 40 minutes, costing me 201 Egyptian pounds. Cairo Airport has 4 terminals. Terminal 1 caters mainly to low-cost airlines and is linked to other terminals by a mini-metro. Terminal 3 is used by the country's flag carrier Egypt Air and its fellow Star Alliance member airlines. And Terminal 2 serves SkyTeam, OneWorld and Gulf carriers. Additionally, there is a seasonal flight terminal for some Hajj flights. Qatar Airways operates out of Terminal 2. To enter the terminal, you will need to show the police at the entry a valid ticket and then go through a security check. Due to security reasons, Cairo Airport does not have luggage storage facilities, so my advice is to arrive here no earlier than 3 hours before departure. Qatar is part of the One World Alliance. There are 3 lanes at check-in. One for economy, another for those who have completed online check-in, and a third for first class or status holders. The entire process was quite efficient. Once you obtain the boarding pass, simply head upstairs for immigration and a proper aviation security check. Terminal 2 was reopened in 2016 after a 6-year closure for complete renovation. It is now the newest terminal at the airport. It looks modern and clean, with many duty-free shops and food village offering various dining options. Taking the escalators upstairs, you will find several more dining outlets, including a McDonald's, a museum which requires an entrance fee, and airline lounges. Emirates and Saudia both operate multiple flights to Cairo each day and have their own lounges. Qatar Airways, along with most other airlines, uses the contracted Ahlein premium lounge. Strangely, the path from the reception to the lounge entry involves a bit of a walk, including going through a narrow claustrophobic corridor. However, once you arrive, it feels like stumbling upon an oasis in the middle of the desert. The 152-seat lounge looks brand new and is designed entirely to Western standards. It's spacious, with floor-to-ceiling windows, cozy couches, and all seats are equipped with power points and USB charging ports. There's also a dedicated dining area, a smoking room, and a children's playroom. If you want a bit more privacy, there are multiple VIP rooms available to hire from $10 per hour. According to the lounge's official website, there's a fully equipped state-of-the-art kitchen with a full-time executive chef providing high-end restaurant quality food for its passengers. From what I see, there are hot snacks, different types of bread, cakes, soup, and hot dishes like meatballs, lasagna, and butter chicken. Furthermore, there are salads and sandwiches. The lounge does not serve alcohol, but there's a self-service minibar stocked with plenty of soft drinks and water. This is the food I got from the buffet, and it tastes as good as it looks. The toilets here are quite clean, and there are 2 shower rooms, but they weren't available during my visit. And the staff mentioned that even when they are open, there would be an additional cost to use them. Overall, the lounge offers comfortable seats and nice food, but if you are looking for alcohol or a shower, you'll be disappointed. The lounge provides a great view of Terminal 2's apron. Just before I left, look what I saw. The big 3 Gulf carriers parked next to one another. Currently, Etihad operates 3 daily flights to Cairo using only A320 or A321 narrow-body aircraft. Both Qatar and Emirates fly 4 times a day. Emirates uses the A380 on 3 of its flights, while Qatar uses a mixture of A320, A330, A350, Boeing 777 and Boeing 787 on this route. It's a mixed bag with constant last-minute aircraft swaps. Qatar only has Qsuites on selected A350 and Boeing 777 aircraft. Really fortunately, my flight today is on an Airbus A350-1000, which is equipped with Qsuites. Qatar brands most of its Middle Eastern business class routes as first class, regardless of the aircraft type. For example, you can fly from Doha to Bahrain on an A320, and while the seat and service on board are the same as business class, your boarding pass will still indicate first class. I suppose this gives Qatar's Middle Eastern customers the privilege of accessing the first class lounge when departing from Doha. Qatar currently has 2 seating configurations on its A350-1000. At the time of filming, this aircraft had been delivered to Qatar only a few weeks ago. Instead of the usual 12 rows of Qsuite seats, it has only 6 rows. This change adds 91 more economy class seats, making it ideal for high-demand leisure destinations like Bali and Cairo. The Qsuites are arranged in a 1-2-1 configuration with forward-facing and rear-facing seats alternating in rows. The E and F seats are referred to as honeymoon seats, allowing couples to sleep side by side in a double bed. When you book the E, F, D and G seats together, known as the quad, you can lower the dividers in the center section, creating a mini cabin of 4 seats. As soon as I settled in, the crew offered me a drink of my choice, a menu and a hot or cold towel, followed by a cup of Arabic coffee and dates. As a first-time Qsuite traveler, I appreciate this short video showing me the seat's features.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Francisco Novello. By my side, the First Officer, Mr. Lu. Captain Senior Attendant for the flight, Ms. Aital, and all the flight crew. We want to welcome you aboard to this flight 1304 destination, Hamad International Airport in Doha and connections. Right now, preparation in the cabin is very far. With depart, with respect to depart on time, the flight time will be around 2 hours and 45 minutes. We're going to be flying eventually at 39,000 feet.
Cairo Airport has 3 parallel runways. This afternoon, we took off from runway 05 center. Now let's take a closer look at the Qsuite. At the front is a 21.5-inch high-definition touchscreen. Since the plane is still climbing, the sliding door cannot be closed yet. Next to the screen, there's a counter, and under it is a shelf for small items like a charging mobile phone. Below the shelf, there's a set of seat control buttons, along with a do not disturb button and a reading light button. Then there's a credit card reader, a headphone jack, a universal power point, a USB-A charging port, and a touch-sensitive TV remote, all within easy reach. Under this console, I find enough floor space to put my camera bag. The tray table is hidden underneath the TV and is big and stable. The Qsuite seat has a width of 21.5 inches and can convert into a 79-inch fully flat bed. There's plenty of legroom. The armrest closer to the aisle is actually a small side compartment where you can find noise-cancelling headphones, a bottle of water, and I use it to store my cable bag and passport holder. The Qsuite has a lot of storage space. Next to my seat, there's a coat hook and an adjustable reading light with several brightness levels. Once the door is closed, the 52-inch high wall makes the Qsuite incredibly private. Being here in person, I now understand why everyone loves the Qsuite. This is a truly revolutionary design and the best business class seat in the sky. About 15 minutes after takeoff, the crew served me some warm nuts and a pineapple margarita mocktail. At the same time, they asked about my meal preference. Qatar offers dine-on-demand service in business and first class, which means you can order your meal at any time you want. The scheduled flight time to Doha is just 3 hours and 5 minutes, so I requested to have my meal whenever it's ready. Even though this is a short flight, Qatar still provides a full 3-course meal with several choices. For drinks, there's a comprehensive selection of mocktails, juices, soft drinks, tea, coffee, and hot chocolate. As Qatar is a Muslim country, the airline prints the wine list on a separate menu and only presents it to non-Muslim passengers. As expected, there's a wide variety of premium champagne, wines, and spirits, and the crew can make many classic cocktails too. This is, again, the best business class wine list I've seen in the sky. "20 minutes after placing my order, the appetizer arrived. This is a restaurant in the sky. The scallops were beautifully presented. They were accompanied by a freshly baked trio of bread, another drink of my choice, olive oil and butter. The paprika-seasoned scallops had a golden brown exterior and a succulent taste, and the pomegranate seeds and cherry tomatoes added a refreshing touch to the dish.
Would you care for some ketchup, Tabasco, mayo, or mustard?
For the main course, I decided to try a local Qatari dish created by culinary artist chef Aisha Al-Tamimi. Machbouz is a rice dish. The rice is cooked with a blend of spices, giving it a rich flavor and vibrant color. The dish was generously topped with large succulent prawns. Dakos is a spicy tomato sauce that added another tangy and flavorful element. Like Emirates and Etihad, Qatar Airways relies heavily on transit passengers. Over 70% of its passengers have never left the airport in Doha. I believe that introducing such local dishes on the plane provides passengers with an opportunity to get to know Qatar as a country rather than just an airline. For dessert, as I was pretty full, I opted for the healthier option of mixed berries with rosewater syrup. There are 2 lavatories designated for Qsuite passengers on this aircraft, located at the front of the plane. The one on the left has a window and is spacious. It is stocked with infused facial water, hand lotion, and dental kits can be found in the drawers. Most airlines these days have touch-sensitive seatback screens on wide-body aircraft. In business class, there's typically a handheld remote for easier control while lying down. Qatar offers a third way to control the screen. By scanning the QR code on your phone, you can use your own device as a remote, allowing you to navigate the system without touching any surface. The 21.5-inch screen is large yet very crisp, having 11 languages. The award-winning ORYX ONE provides over 3,000 entertainment options, including plenty of movies and TV box sets to choose from. The A350-1000 is installed with 3 high-resolution onboard cameras, which is especially handy for passengers not seated near a window. The handheld remote is the size of a mobile phone and can work completely independently with the TV screen. I can even watch a movie on the small screen while checking out the flight path on the main screen. The provided headsets do a great job with noise cancellation. The flight from Cairo to Doha is way too short for me to fully enjoy every feature of the Qsuite. We are now only 15 minutes from landing. Let me quickly try the lie flat seat. The footwell is not too narrow, I can still move my feet around. The bed is quite comfortable and long, measuring 79 inches or 200 centimeters in length. The velvet blanket feels luxuriously soft and warm. Sadly, I won't be able to take a nap,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking.
as my time in this fantastic Qsuite is coming to an end.
We're going to start our descent shortly towards Doha.
Just before the seatbelt sign was turned on, the crew handed me some luxury Swiss chocolate and a wet towel. The aircraft is equipped with high-speed Wi-Fi. The price is affordable, but I didn't get time to use it. The Qsuite was first launched in 2017, propelling Qatar's business class product to rival many airlines' first class products. Its innovative features such as sliding privacy doors, on-demand dining, double beds, and the ability to convert middle seats into quad configurations have redefined business class travel. The design is impeccable. Some may be deterred by the rearward-facing seats, but personally I found them just as comfortable as sitting forward. Qatar's soft product is also outstanding. The distance between Cairo and Doha is similar to flying Qantas from Sydney to Auckland. Yet Qatar offers a complete fine dining experience with an exceptional beverage selection. The meal I enjoyed was fresh and delicious. Putting politics aside, I would no doubt love to fly with Qatar again. Both Egypt Air and Qatar Airways fly direct between Cairo and Doha. Egypt Air's business class is 766 Australian dollars one way, while Qatar is $1,043. If you could score a Qsuite, the extra money is totally worth it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doha, the state of Qatar, your gateway to the world. Customers traveling onwards in first and business class are invited to use the exclusive premium transfer facilities in the transfer hall. It has been our pleasure taking care of you today, and thank you for choosing to fly with Qatar Airways and One World Alliance. Qatar Airways, going places together.
Welcome to Hamad International Airport in Doha, home to one of the cleanest, most modern and most beautiful airport terminals in the world. The Al Safwa First Class Lounge is one of the best airport lounges I've ever visited. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more flight and train reviews. I'll show you more about this airport and the lounge in my next video.